Hello, it's a big massive welcome from Donna here and myself, Dave. Welcome to I.P.A. videos. Here we're going to be checking out the Garendon Trail at long last. Now the weather's fair.
If we find it.
Well, it's not, it's over there. So stick with us and enjoy the show. Don't forget to check out our other videos. See you in a bit. On the way to it, it's one of the areas here. The gate's already open, so I'm not breaking entry. It does say on the gate, no public access, private property, Garendon Park Estate, but it's owned by Persimmon Building Development now. So the original structures are still remain there. So we'll move on and we'll walk the route. Stay with us. We are to the, here we go, the footpaths into it. Show you in a minute.
I'm stuck on the pedal.
Right, there we go. Right, here we go. Start the trail. Not going to do the whole route. We'll just do it in highlights.
We're doing it now.
So, yeah. So from this gap here, we should see the Obelisk.
I've never been down there before.
No, nobody has. It's been private. It's been private since it was owned by.
Wow, there it is.
There it is. There's the Obelisk in the distance there. I'm trying to zoom in on it a bit there. There you go. There's the Obelisk. We used to call it Needlewood when we were little.
It's like a big needle, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's.
Or a point or something.
Yeah, so there is a trail that goes around that into the housing estate.
Oh, done a bit of a ghost hunting there, haven't we?
Yeah, we did a paranormal investigation at that Obelisk, so just look for the video investigation at Obelisk Wood on our YouTube channel. Didn't pick up much. We had a bit of cat ball activity,
Yeah.
which is better than nothing. So there is some form of presence there. These oak trees, I reckon, are well hundreds of years old.
It's lovely.
Yeah, there's a White House that's up here somewhere. Let's just pause it a second. There's one of the buildings of Garendon Park, the White House. Not sure how close we're going to get to that. But, yeah, so look how far that wood line is. The distance of it, look. Yeah, I've been in that area, this one, loads of times, even when it was private years ago when I was little. But this is the first for me in this area. I wouldn't mind doing a paranormal investigation in that building.
How long's that house been
Whew.
there?
1700s, 18.
Looks like they've had a new windows put in.
Yeah, we see the Garendon Hall was beyond that, over that way. Right. So I think that might have been, I don't know, it could have been, I don't know what part of the family would have lived there, whether it would have been the grounds people or something, I don't know. A photo of that. Yeah, I bet that's just private property on that sign there that they've pulled down. Please keep to the public footpath. Oh, it doesn't. I think there's another White House, I think.
Eh?
Sure there's another house. See that one there? That's private land beyond that gate there. keeps you hydrated, doesn't it? Beautiful trees,
Yeah.
lovely fauna here.
Lovely.
It's been preserved for hundreds of years. This historical landscape, this is. I just hope it stays like this, especially in fields. Without persimmons though, innit? Makes you wonder what they're going to do with it.
Well, they're called trust.
I don't know. Never heard of them until they bought this place. So sort of round the bend there to another bit of walking. Some beautiful trees here. Look at the size of them. Huge.
Wow.
Just look at that landscape, it's beautiful. Look at that over there.
Wonder why they lived here for all these years.
Yeah, away from civilization. Yeah. Well, this is interesting. Look at this old fence post.
Oh wow. That's been there a while.
Yeah, and where that went across to. Interesting. Well, it goes through here. Look at the size of those pine trees. Absolutely huge. Yeah. Oh, it's lovely and cool in there. There's a little bit of a pond there. Oh, look at this wrought iron gate fencing. This is what's left over of the Garendon Hall. Have a look at it.
Is this where it was then?
Well, that's the post for it, the gate post. Let's take some shots of this. Yeah, this is where, I think it's beyond there. Look at this pond here. Look at this.
Who's
Just
doing
right
this
up.
then?
Look at Garen in a minute. Look at this.
Who built this?
I don't know. I'm not sure if this was the gateway into the Garendon Hall or
Still
not,
got
but
the pillar there as well.
yeah, as I say, it's the original post. Look at that. That's amazing.
We're not allowed in there, no.
Well, there's no sign around this area for that, but that is amazing. It's the only thing left of it. I'm not sure where the hall. I'm not sure about the hall was. Whether it, I think it'd be on there. Put these in.
No, I thought it was electric.
Might well be.
Look at that in there. It's lovely, isn't it?
I know. Just look at that. Isn't that fantastic?
It doesn't do it justice, really.
It doesn't. Film that you're watching. This. It doesn't do it justice. You have to be here yourself, and I reckon there used to be some sort of coats of arms in there
Yeah.
to symbolise what family used to live there.
Someone's probably nicked
That's
it.
amazing. But this fence marker's recent. These have been put in for some reason, probably just to probably just to keep people out or something. Got to touch it. I've got to touch it. It's a connection thing.
Look how old that is.
It's not that very stable because it's rotten in a couple of places.
Yeah.
It's loose there and at the bottom. But if this is where Garendon Hall was, beyond this fence, this is the only thing that survives from it.
It's a shame, isn't it?
But touching this, first time in my life I've actually touched this. I'm actually here. I've lived in Loughborough all my life. It's the first time I've been here. It's nice, that is. People won't understand, you know, when you go, oh, but it's it's.
Look at all this, how pretty they
I
made
know.
it.
Just look at that wrought iron effect. I mean, they don't do it like that today, do they?
Don't
It's
do
all
much
it's
today.
all cheap, but they really know how to build things. I mean, that's the end of the rail, the end of the fence. I mean, it doesn't just come to an end. It actually, you know, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Oh, mine's a bit of a stick to help on.
Glad I've seen that. Stay there.
Me?
Yeah. Stay there. No, I'm not. Yeah. And there's a little pond in there. Looks like it's drying up a bit. Yeah, I'm glad I've seen that. That's, I like things like that on the route. If only that could tell a story. Right, carry on with the trail a bit further.
Wow.
Look at the size of that pine tree. Look at the size of the trunk on it. Hey, it's got looks like it has some woodpecker in it. No, woodpeckers have been at it. Wow. That is humongous. God, look at how it towers right up. Wow, that is amazing. Camera doesn't do it justice though. Wow. Keep to the public footpath. Dogs must be on lead. Alright, I ain't got a dog. Oh no, the size of that, it's huge. Right. Coming out of that, the field, looks like it's peas or something. Got pods on them. Pea field. No, that way looks like it's previous floodplain over there. You can always tell where there's been water forming with reeds over there. Right, moving swiftly on. Right, we're going to try this bend here. Oh, look at this brickwork. Beyond this tree, we've got some brickwork here. Cul-de-sac. Oh, this looks interesting. Wow. We've got. Oh, there's the other side to it. So the hall must be beyond that fence then, originally. This is the other side of it. And just over there, just down there, there's like a culvert. Down there. Yeah, it's a culvert. It's a built culvert as well.
Where was it? Was that the house?
Yeah, I reckon the house is beyond that. Yeah, again we've got this railing, wrought iron effect here. So I'm just going to get to a better angle here. Be careful with these rocks because some of them look loose. You see that wall here seems to go all the way up to the top there. Looks like it's some sort of, it's either flooding or drainage or something. It's definitely dried up now anyway. If I can get closer. No culvert. There's literally no culvert there at all. It ends. It's actually, I don't know, it's weird because it's like a stream was once here. Brickwork. See the buttresses against that wall retainers. See, there's something there like an iron post coming out. That's probably the structure of the fence, but it actually ends here. There's actually nothing here. Look, that's weird. So that must be the boundary boundary line then to the hall. The hall must be beyond these trees. So that was the front end of the fence, the way in. This is the back way in then. It's exactly the same as the other fence, isn't it? Oh, well, we can't go through there. But that's a way. It's a shame we've got to go round. It doesn't do it justice at all, that don't. I mean, that brickwork on that is amazing. I don't think I can get a better photo of it. I can get one round here. I don't think I can get a better photo of it. Hold on, let's see. Get in there. So yeah, I'm sure that is the front entrance and the back entrance to the hall. See this bit left, see where the coats of arms used to be? Looks like there's something in the middle there remaining. Right. Yeah, trail goes beyond that. There's a brook here, like a dike, a ditch here. That's man-made. You can tell with the retaining wall inside of it. Yeah, so over there is the temple. Over there. Let's get a closer look at that soon. Beyond this fence here, these trees, is the main avenue driveway that goes from the Bavarian Arch all the way past the temple. Roadways over there. Zoom in on that bit there. Yeah, so that's it. Still got cattle here. We're coming up to the main avenue road. This goes through the centre of Garendon Park. There's the footpath pointing to the way we've just come. Yeah, so anyway, beyond that period then is the private land. That's the private land, look. Beyond there. Get close to it. No public access or right of way. Beyond there. So yeah, that's the main. If you were to continue down this road, you'll end up at the Bavarian Gatehouse Arch towards I.P.A Trail. And if you go that way, you end up at the Temple of Venus, which will go that way in a minute. So no, it's owned by Persimmon, so that's the access into that field. Yeah. So yeah, so that's the way we came. They'll follow this route up. It's a shame they didn't make the pathway past the Triumphal Arch. I wouldn't mind seeing that. Maybe one day they might. More woods to the left.
But it's lovely for you to be able to see this all these years.
It is. I've never been here. This is, like I say, a lot of people that have been and gone have never had a chance to see this. The motorway is just over there beyond them trees in the distance. in the field there. So if you head that way and turn and go to the right, you'll end up with a big pond. See, that should have a sign there saying private, because some people can, you know, steer off. Yeah, this is what he was saying. It says half of the route's tarmacked, the other half isn't. Yeah, so if you're a regular hiker, guys, we recommend this route, even though it's fairly new. If you've never been here before, get yourself down. Start from Co Avenue. Take a look at the obelisk there that's in the wood first, and then just walk further down a few yards up until you see the first sign, and then follow it round. Amazing, I love this. And how long it'll be before the kids start going in there and setting fire to it and ruining it. Well, it's been preserved all these centuries because it's been private. The only trouble is when you open it to public, it starts to fall into disarray. Litter, you know, litter and fire and things like that, you know, this is what happens. So you can understand in some ways why they keep places private.
Yeah, people go to dogs.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to pause it. We've got somebody coming. I don't want to have them on video. Right, so there's the temple. So everything large as best as I can. There it is, guys. Grade 2 listed. That's the original sign, that is.
You've been up the White Lodge?
No.
Oh, where's that? What's it called again?
We call it the Temple of Venus. It was one of his collection of buildings that was built. It was designed to look like that. So if you look over that distance there, you can just make out the obelisk poking through the trees. That's how far we've walked. Oh, that way takes you to the trail right past it. I bet we ain't going to be able to get close to that. Shame, innit? Well, I don't know how far this goes round to it. I know the fenced it off. The fenced it off all the way around it, so you can't actually get in it. Get permission to enter it. The keys for me, surely there's landowners now. No. Laurel bushes, evergreen laurel bushes. Nope.
You're like 50 years old, so.
It's been private, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you couldn't set foot on here without having a Land Rover pulling up by your side. It was totally private, this entire estate was. Yeah. Only bits of it was open to the public over the generations. What's that? It's like a post of some sort. On stage.
Does it have anything on it?
I think so. I wonder where that route takes. I wonder where that route goes. They've not signed that bit off, have they? Oh, I'll stick to this route. This comes out at that lodge that I was thinking of. That was where the...
I was going to say, you see that on the way
You do?
home or
You
whatever,
do, yeah.
when we go past it in the car. And I just, oh, look to the left.
You do. It's beyond those trees there, look.
It's lovely, isn't it?
If I can snide little access to cut through the trees and get a photograph to it. But there's a triumphal arch right over there.
What's that?
It's a miniature of the Arc de Triomphe from France. Called the Triumphal Arch. It was another one of those architects that were built by, is it Ambrose Phillips? Grade 2 listed. There's a lot of them. It was one of those. You can go in it apparently. You can go up it. But I don't think many people have. Not the public anyway. Yeah, it's supposed to be painting murals. There is access way up to it, but I think it's closed. Damn. Marbles over there. Never been in them. Marbles over there, I think that might be opposite the Ashby Road. Just before. That's where the Charlton Forest Railway cut through here, cut through this way. Yeah, that comes out to that lodge house on the Ashby Road. And there it is. There's the Temple of Venus. Yeah, a bit closer. Right, one chance and an opportunity, chance and of a lifetime. This is. I'm going to get close to it, as close as I can. Just look at that. I know why the fence is off, to protect it, which is a good thing too, because with it being a protected monument, there you go, look at that. That's beautiful, that is. Absolutely beautiful. So a lot of people have visited that in the past because there's graffiti engraved in it. What a shame. Damn, what a shame. So yeah, so that's it up close. Look at the, just look at the murals around the top. Look at that around the top there. Look. Isn't that amazing? Wish it wasn't padlocked. Love to go in there. Really would so love to go in there. Damn, what a shame. Doesn't do it justice. Yeah, that's it. That's it, the Temple of Venus. All my life I've been wanting to see that up close. Never had the opportunity to try it back. Oh, God. That was amazing. You can never take too many photos. Wow. Absolutely amazing. Right, head back down. I just noticed something. In my sheer, you get my breath back, and the sheer apprehension and excitement of going to see that up close, there's a sign on that gate saying private land. That's this stretch. Even there's a fence each side of this. Didn't see it, didn't even look. I just got so excited and got straight over. Oh, well, I've seen it now, and I hope you enjoyed that.
Cafe thing, yeah.
I reckon they should
Museum.
put a little museum of this area and that. Right, continuing down the avenue. This comes out on the Ashby Road near the junction between Loughborough and Shepshed. And there should be a little lodge house on the corner of it. And also where the Charlton Forest Railway used to have a halt called the Snell's Nook Halt. Yeah, Snell's Nook is the road opposite. It goes up to it goes up to towards Nampanton Road, Forest Road. That's just on the borderline of Shepshed. That building, that white building over there. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, this is where you get into Garendon Hall through this way. That's a slow look.
I like the walk.
Yeah. I don't think cars are allowed up here. But they repaired the road. Quite a nice drive, isn't it? Look at this. Yeah. Yeah, you also see that from the road as well. It all used to be owned by Delilah at one time. Yeah, he's got a little bit of a farm. You can just see a bit of the buildings. Sort of in from the main road into towards the field, so it looks to me like this field here anyway. I think that's the development of the next. Snell's Nook Halt was for the child. If I can find a picture, I'll post it on here. I have got an artist's impression picture of it. Yeah, so it curves down to that gate there. And just down there is that lodge. No, that's the white lodge. Yeah, that's where that sign was pointing to Garendon, pointing to the white lodge. Yeah, it's still owned by them. I don't know if the Simmons own that much. I don't know how far they own. And how much it costs for that entire estate. Now, just coming up to the gates now. Beyond there is the I.P.A road. So if you turn left at this lodge, you go into Loughborough. If you turn right, you head into Shepshire. There we go. There you see the cars passing. That's the I.P.A road. See what the signs say on these fences. I know. Yeah, so beyond that tree line there, that's where the Charnwood Forest Railway passed through here, through the Halt. There was obviously some form of bridge here where it went past over, and then it went through that way towards Shepshire. Yeah, so these public right-of-way vehicle access for residents only, private land. Enter at your own risk, owners not liable for injury or damage to property. See, once said there, look, private property, but it's not now. They've just put these new signs up, public right-of-way. But they didn't take that green sign down, they left that. Right, so this bit here, this is the bit that went, that's the Charnwood Forest Railway incline. Yeah. This is the bit, this here. So it went across this road bit here, through that way. I've actually followed this all the way to Cove Hill, this. Yeah. And this was all private at one stage. You couldn't go, you had to sort of run across here, over this fence here. And this is where the old track bed was here. So the actual Halt was here, look, went across here. There was a bridge that went across this section here. So just to the left here, there's that lodge. Okay. Oh, years ago, like in the 60s, probably about late 60s, something like that. Beyond there is that cricket ground that you see, beyond that. This is that that little lodge house here. What's that? Oh, dead bird there. Skeleton of a dead bird. Yeah, I know. I know. That lodge, this is the house I wanted to see close up, this lodge. This is pretty old. This is pretty old as well. This lodge house here. See that road that they made off the road? Yeah. It goes to a dead end there, so that's going to go into an estate at one time in the future. That's the lodge, built out of the regular Charnwood Forest rock. But 1847 that was built, look. 1847 date on that. And then you've got the white gates that lead into it. These used to be closed a lot of the time. So, and that's the Ashby Road beyond these gates. So, right, so back the way we came. Right. Well guys, that brings us to the end of this video on the Garendon Park Trail. We hope you liked it and enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed recording it.
Lovely walk there.
Beautiful, lovely day as well. Don't forget to check out our other videos. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe and click that notification bell. If you want to leave us any comments, feel free, do so. Until then, take care.